to my YouTube channel. My name is Teniola. In case you're new here, welcome. I'm glad you found my channel. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back. It means a lot to me, and we are going to wait for those people that are yet to subscribe. Just 1 second. Yeah, we're waiting for you to subscribe. Done. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, I am here today to talk to you guys about something very interesting. It's something that I personally am curious about. So I would like to share with you guys. I went to research about it, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just share what I know or what I've come to learn with you guys. And that's what we're doing today. So stay tuned and let's get right into this video. So today's video is going to be about end of the year reflection, things to note as the year is coming to an end, how to prepare for a new year. I've been wondering over the last couple of days, like, okay, so 2022 is coming to an end. I know a lot of people too will be thinking about it. Oh, what was this year like for me? What did I achieve? What should I have done better? Things like that. And people will just be reflecting on their year. And I was like, okay, I'm going to come here to share what I think about the whole 2022 journey and how to reflect on your year, and also how to prepare for the new year. I would also share tips on things that I typically do as the year is drawing closer to an end, and also things I do to prepare for the new year. I'll be sharing with you guys, and I'll be sharing certain prompts that would help you to reflect on 2022 and prepare for 2023. So do well to stay tuned to the end of this video. I'll try as much as possible not to make it too long so people can get the most out of it. So, and if you've not subscribed by now, please kindly subscribe, and don't forget to like this video, share, because someone else might find it helpful as well. So share the video. Now that 2022 is coming to an end, it's very important that you do a year audit. So what's a year audit? A year audit is just like you sitting back to reflect on how 2022 was for you. You can just take some time alone to be by yourself, be in a very cool and quiet environment. If you're the kind of person that you like to put pen to paper, you can get a journal and a pen so you can write these things down. Or if you have just a notepad on your phone, you can also use that as well. For notepad on phone, I personally use Google Keep. It's like Keep Notes, like it's a one of Google's app, and I use it. It's very helpful. The only downside is you cannot write stuff in bold or italics and all those things, but it's really good. It syncs across all your devices, both your like if you sign into a new phone, it would automatically sync. So Google Keep is one of those I use. I know my sister uses OneNote on her phone as well, so I know Google Keep, OneNote. People use Evernote. So just find what works for you, either your phone or pen to paper. I used to be the kind of person that would write on my phone, write in my journal. I used to have journals, but now it's getting difficult to move my journals around as I typically move from one place to another. So now I just write them on my phone, which is good for me. So yeah, as the year is drawing closer to an end, it is important that you do a year audit. What's a year audit? A year audit is just you taking out time to reflect on the year, everything that happened this year. You just take time to think about these things, and I'll be giving certain prompts on questions you can ask yourself that would help you reflect on the past year, which is 2022, which we're still in 2022, but yeah. So the first thing I would suggest is for you to ask yourself, what were your highlights in 2022? What are those things that happened to you that were like significant in 2022? You can take it like month by month. So in January, what happened that was significant, and in February, what happened that was significant? What were the highlights of each month in 2022? So that'll be like 12 things that were the highlights for you this year. And you can also do it quarter by quarter. So in Q1 2022, what happened that was significant for you? In Q2 2022, what happened that was significant for you? In Q3 2022, what happened that was significant for you? And then in Q4 as well. Or you could do H1 and H2, like first half of 2021, that's like January to June, what happened that was significant for you? And from July to December, what happened that was significant for you as well? So you can do it that way. So what were the highlights of 2022 for you? Then the second prompt would be what was one thing that happened to you in 2022 that you were really proud of? So now this does not necessarily have to be just one thing. It could be multiple things. Like, okay, what were the things that happened? Maybe top 3 things that happened to you in 2022 that you were really proud of. And on the other side, you can think about it like, okay, so what were the top 3 things that happened in 2022 that you absolutely did not like? Another prompt is, what was one thing that happened in 2022 don't let me get ahead of myself, in 2022 that you did not see coming? So for me, at the beginning of the year, there were certain things that I absolutely did not see coming, and it happened in 2022, which I'm eternally grateful for. But I did not see them coming at the beginning of the year. Like, there was no way my mind could have fathomed that such things would happen in 2022 for me, because I started this year on a very low note, but I'm ending it on a very, very high note, thanks to my Baba God, my Heavenly Father. So the third thing would be, what were the things that happened in 2022 that you did not see coming? It could be good, it could be bad. So, and a lot of people tend to, when they are doing this year audits, they tend to be like, oh, I don't want to talk about the bad things. You need to talk about the bad things, actually, because both good and bad happened this year, and you want to just take stock of these things. You want to be aware of these things, right? So if there are bad things that you could have avoided, you know how you're going to work on those things and avoid them in 2023, in the coming year. And if there are bad things that you could not have avoided, you know that, okay, you find solace in the fact that you did your best at the time, and there was just nothing else you could do, or you could have done better, and just that happened because it had to happen, right? So yeah, you need to take stock of the bad things as well. Then from to be, what are the things you learned in 2022? So think about them. What are those key things that you learned in 2022? Are those lessons, how have they transformed you as a person? How have they built you up as a person? So what are those things you learned in 2022? What's one challenge you took on this year in 2022? Another thing is, you want to think about the new things you tried in 2022, right? So what's one new thing you tried in 2022? It could be food, it could be a place you visited, it could be anything. So what are those new things you tried in 2022? Another thing you can reflect on is the people that you met in 2022. Maybe new friends you made in 2022. Who are those people that you met in 2022 that you're glad you met? And it might be people that have been in your life before. What friendships are you grateful for in 2020? What connections, what relationships are you grateful for in 2022? Those are the things that you need to reflect on. And like I mentioned earlier, as much as we're talking about the good things, we also need to talk about the bad things. So what are those things you would like to stop, that you acknowledge that, okay, this thing I'm doing is wrong and I need to stop it this new year? And how do you intend to stop them? So think about these things as well. What brought you comfort in 2022? So for me, for instance, I would say God. Like each time I was faced with a challenge in 2022, I went to God in prayers. And then my family, oh, I'm thankful for them in 2022, because 2022 showed me shaky, but my family strong. They really helped me pull through difficult situations in 2022. What are the fun things you did in 2022 that you'd like to continue in the new year? It could be visiting places. I tried a bunch of new restaurants in 2022, and I intend to do more of that in 2020, in the next year, 2023. So what I'll suggest is, you can also think about this whole reflection thing from different ramifications, different aspects. So you would say, in health-wise, what did I do this year? Financially, what did I do this year? Spiritually, what did I do this year? Family-wise, what did I do this year? Career-wise, what did I do this year? Academically, what did I do this year? So like, you think about your life from different angles, or think about your life from different angles. 1, health. 2, career. 3, spiritual. 4, finance. 5, relationships, family. These are like the 5 key things I can think about right now, so that you can just say, oh, health wise, how did I do this year? Career wise, how did I do this year? My spiritual life, how did I do this year? That if you're religious, your relationships, your family, your friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, how did I do this year in terms of my relationship with these people? what did I do wrong, what did I do well, those type of things. That's how you can think about your life. And thank you very much for listening to me. I hope this has been helpful. Don't forget to think about your life from different angles, health wise, career wise, spiritual wise, family or relationship wise, academic life. You think about that as well. And then health, okay, I'm thinking I mentioned health and finances. So those are like different angles from which you can think about your life. And thank you very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section. If I said something that you found really helpful, also let me know in the comment section. It means a lot to me when I see comments. So please, I'll definitely respond to every comment. And thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed at this point. It means a whole lot to me when you subscribe. Like my video and share the video. I know it will be helpful to people, so please share my video. And thank you very much for sharing. Thank you very much for watching. So I see you again.